Is green tripe good for your dog? Dogs love tripe, and you should too. Feeding your dog tripe will catapult you to the rank of a seasoned raw feeder, but it does have an important drawback. In this video, I'll unveil the wonders of tripe before discussing its single biggest faults. Before I get started, don't forget to click subscribe and hit the little bell icon below so you don't miss any other helpful videos from this channel. What is tripe? First things first, let's get clear on exactly what tripe is. Tripe is the stomach of grazing animals known as ruminants, like cows, buffalo, deer, and sheep. Stomachs of ruminants have 4 chambers. These chambers break down grasses with digestive enzymes, gastric juices, and amino acids. You may have seen tripe on supermarket shelves in its white and bleached form. This is not the tripe you want to feed to your dog. It has no nutritional value. Instead, you want green tripe for your dog. This is the stuff that comes right out of the animal, dripping with those wonderful juices. Green tripe doesn't just refer to the color. Green means it's raw and unprocessed, right out of the animal. And that means it still has pre-digested plant matter, which is really good for your dog. Also, it's important that your dog's tripe is not only green, but raw. Cooking destroys important digestive enzymes in the tripe. That's why you also want to avoid canned products that have been processed with high heat. Green tripe is not only good for dogs, but they also love eating it. Many people even use tripe to get picky dogs to eat other less desirable foods. Plus, as we'll see next, tripe has some great benefits. Why tripe is good for dogs? Number 1, tripe is great for your dog's digestion. If your dog eats a cooked or commercial diet, he may have an enzyme deficiency. The juices from green tripe are full of digestive enzymes and beneficial bacteria. They help the ruminant animal digest its food, and they'll help your dog's digestion too. Tripe helps your dog get the most nutrition from his meals. Digestive enzymes also purify and cleanse the blood, remove toxins, parasites, and fungi. They also improve metabolism, hormonal function, and boost the immune system. Think about what you spend on bottled digestive enzymes and probiotics. Those same wonderful natural substances are plentiful in tripe for your dog. Number 2, tripe is also full of nutrients like minerals, amino acids, and essential fatty acids. Dogs with nutrient deficiencies can suffer from chronic diarrhea, poor skin and coat, gingivitis, inflammation, viral and bacterial infections, and yeast overgrowth. Adding tripe to your dog's diet will give him important nutrients like B complex vitamins, amino acids, prebiotics, and probiotics. And green tripe has a 1-to-1 balance of omega-6 and omega-3 essential fatty acids. Number 3, green tripe is great for your dog's gut health too. The gut is populated by hundreds of different kinds of bacteria or microflora. The good bacteria improve immune function by outnumbering the bad bacteria. That maintains a healthy microflora in the gut. And green tripe is loaded with good bacteria. Many health issues stem from an imbalance of good and bad bacteria in the microflora. Older dogs are especially prone to lower levels of beneficial bacteria in their guts. Number 4, raw green tripe can help dogs with kidney disease. It has a low phosphorus level that helps with kidney health. Dogs love the smell and taste, so it can encourage a sick dog to eat. It also has high moisture content that supports good hydration. Raw green tripe is a natural, unprocessed food with no synthetic additives. That makes it easier for your dog to digest and absorb the nutrients that help him heal. Number 5, dogs with food sensitivities can eat tripe. Tripe has a low allergic reaction and can be fed to dogs with food allergies or sensitive digestive tracts. This is because it's considered a white meat because it has low levels of myoglobin, the protein that makes red meat red. Tripe often causes less reaction in dogs who are sensitive to red meat. Sheep, lamb, or goat tripe are good alternatives for dogs who are sensitive to chicken or beef. Number 6, chewing on tripe can improve your dog's dental health. Give your dog a large rubbery chunk of tripe and it's like giving him a toothbrush. It will exercise his jaw, massage his gums, and scrape his teeth. It's also highly digestible, so your dog will get some nutrients as well as some chewing pleasure. So what's the catch? Okay, so I mentioned earlier that tripe has one drawback. So it's time to talk about the elephant in the room, the stink. The rumors are true. Tripe stinks. After all, it's where fermentation of foods happen in the animal's stomach. But instead of thinking about the horrific smell, think about all the great stuff tripe will do for your dog. Don't worry, those dry heaves will go away with time. When it comes to finding green tripe, local farms and butchers are always best. There are canned varieties, but they're usually heat processed, and that destroys digestive enzymes. Your best bet is to find smaller butchers who cut up animals themselves. Be prepared, they will want it off their premises as soon as possible. You may need to supply your own buckets to take it home. Also, note that tripe contains its share of bacteria, so use care when handling it, as humans don't have the natural resistance to bacteria that dogs do. Wash your hands thoroughly after handling. You can grind it like any other meat or cut it into chunks and feed it that way. Tripe also needs to be refrigerated or frozen. Tripe will only keep a few days in the refrigerator. You can package it in smaller servings and freeze, which will also help manage the smell. To feed raw green tripe to your dog, simply add it directly to his meal. If you're using ground tripe, start by adding a teaspoon to a tablespoon or so, depending on the size of your dog. As your dog gets used to it, you can add more. Too much too soon could give him diarrhea. If you've cut up strips of raw green tripe, give them to your dog as you give him a chew. He'll love it. So how often can you feed your dog tripe? You can feed your dog some tripe a few times a week or a few times a month. Tripe can also be a whole meal sometimes, but don't serve it as a steady solo diet, as your dog needs more balance. With time, you'll see that the icky parts of tripe are outweighed by the good parts. Gloriously good health and vitality for your dog. And that rise in rank to seasoned raw feeder won't hurt you either. If you have any more questions about tripe, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe and visit dogsnaturallymagazine.com for more information.